welcome to paper mending part 2, and this is a semi-dry method that uses Tengujo tissue again. And the Tengujo tissue I have here is I placed on top of a mylar sheet. It could be also polyester sheet that I had pre-brushed with methyl cellulose and nori, combination of 1:1 ratio. Then I placed the Tengujo tissue on top. And the Tengu tissue basically is going to be the strong, thin paper, right? Made usually from kozo fibers, but can also be made from gampi. And this particular one is 5 grams Tengujo tissue. And so I place it on top of the methyl cellulose and nori and let it dry overnight. So it's very easy, right? And then what you could do is start to peel it. When you peel it, you can see that the adhesive basically is at the bottom layer of this. And we can take a piece and try it out. And what we're going to do is try out this on this experimental wrap of Captain Marvel's Adventures. And we have 3 rips here, 1, 2, 3. We're going to try to seal them with this Tengujo tissue, right? And so this is very similar idea to what I did last time in the last video, except now we have our homemade Tengujo tissue that has the adhesive already pre-made attached to it. I'm going to start by looking at the tears and assessing them. And here we have pretty much a straight tear here. I can just make sure it's lined up right. This is okay. This one is, I think, is okay. Yeah, this looks good. Unless it's this way. Yeah, it's this way, isn't it? Yeah, so this one has to be this way, this has to be this way, and this is this way. So you have about ½ an inch here, about 3/4 an inch, and less than ½ an inch here to take care of. So what I have here, I have just a board underneath. And I'm going to place a remay sheet right beneath the work area, like this. And now what I'm going to do is take a small piece of the Tengujo tissue. We're going to start by mending the middle one. So the way you do it is you take a brush and place it in some water, and then have a piece of cotton next door so you can get rid of the excess water, and then place it directly on top of the tear. And you can now brush the water directly on top of this remay, right on top of the Tengujo tissue. So now this is done. Now I'm going to move on to the larger tear here. So we'll take another piece, larger piece perhaps. This should do it, right? Again, place it on top. And you can look at your brush and see if you need to re-wet it. And I think I'm good here. I don't need much water here. So I'm gonna go ahead and brush this like this. And finally this here, big piece. Take a piece. And then, okay, goes on top, and then just brush it. Now what I do is I place another remay on top. You can use now the back of a Sharpie, or if you have a bone knife, and you can go over these areas again just to ensure that they are nice and adherent. right? And then place a piece of cardboard on the top like this, and then wait. See, some light weight goes on the top, right? A couple of these jars should do. And we'll let them sit for an hour or so, come back and assess. All right, let's take a look and see how our repair went. I mean, it's great, right? It looks really nice and stable. All you have to do is trim it now, you know. And it's done. All seem to be very stable and very nice. No staining of the paper as far as using the water. I think this method also works well, right? Excellent. And this is the result after everything is fully dry. What happened here is the adhesive in the Tengujo ended up attaching to the paper, so it's hidden underneath the Tengujo. None of it leaked out in the surrounding, so you don't get any staining of the paper at all, right? As long as you use small amount of water. So you saw me using the brush. When I used the brush, I didn't wet it too much. I just wetted it and got rid of the extra water. And here what you see is the Tengujo tissue still attached really well, but is not leaving staining in the immediate area, right? So underneath is where the adhesive that got activated and that got stuck to the paper, and that's it, right? So I think this method is probably pretty good to use, right? Alongside with the just nori. You can use nori by itself alongside Tengujo tissue, or you can use this method. The heat set is problematic because of the controversy over its archival structure, right? Because of the kind of adhesives they use in it, right? And honestly, it is visible. I mean, you see it still, right? It is expensive, it's visible, and it's really not necessary for what we do. So that little experiment cost me like 50 bucks to do, right? So I would say stick with this, or stick with just the nori if you are applying to a dry paper, and that would work. Either one would work. All right, guys.